Week 7 is in the books with a day of fat fasting. How'd it go? Let's find out. All right, welcome back. I am gonna shorten down that intro, I promise. I know, it's like too long, but I love it. It's all fun things and stuff that I've done. And by the way, side note, there will be some other videos popping onto the channel here soon that are not carnivore related, so I hope you check them out anyway. But yeah, like I said, this channel, when I said the introduction video, it's going to be about several things. This for the last 7 weeks, because we're in week 7 now, and I know it's week 7, not like last week where I was confused. But anyway, yeah, we're going to do other videos, so be sure to check that out. Should be fun if you're into that stuff, which I don't know what you're into, but you'll find out. Anyway, yeah, so week 7. How did it go? Good. The day after I filmed the last video, my fiance and I did the fat fast, which started out great. I have fasted before, and fasting is, I mean, it's tough, right? You get hungry and your brain is saying, eat or we're going to die. And no, you're not going to die. You're going to be fine. You could go weeks without eating. But your brain says, no, we can't make another hour. Go get something. So with the fat fast, which I have never done before, you can have butter, coconut oil, olive oil. I think you'd have avocado oil. And you can have bacon fat. There's a bunch of other stuff you can have too, but for the first half of the day, I stuck to butter, and it was fine. It was like no big deal. I do intermittent fasting until, around 3 o'clock every day anyway. But I had some butter in my coffee in the morning, which was absolutely delicious. If you get the milk frother thing, yes, I'm 11 years old, probably younger. But yeah, if you froth the butter in the coffee, man, it's fantastic. So I had that in the morning. I had a couple like pats of butter throughout the early part of the afternoon. And then it started to go south. I was getting a little hunger pang in the evening, or the late afternoon, I should say. And I melted some bacon grease in the microwave and took a swig. And it was like I wouldn't even say like a tablespoon, right? So I did that once. And it wasn't bad. It tasted okay. Just like bacony grease. And then I'm trying to remember what I did with the other one. One I added salt to, and that's what it was. So I did one just bacon grease, and that was not great, whatever. Then I did one where I added a little bit of salt. And then the last one, I actually mixed with a pat of butter, like just a little bit of butter and a little bit of bacon grease. And I said, oh man, this tastes pretty good. So I sit down and watch the TV, and all of a sudden I just felt nauseous. It was Actually, I recorded it, so you guys can check that out. And it was rough. All right, so it's about 5 o'clock, and about a half hour ago, I had some bacon grease with some salt, and I probably did like 3 tablespoons of that. So I did like a tablespoon with some salt, and kind of heated it up in the microwave and drank it, and it was fine, tasted great. I did it the second time, and because I was getting kind of hungry, so then I did it a third time, and I added a little bit of butter to it, and I was like, this is totally doable. Like, this is not bad at all. But now, I kind of feel a little nauseous. So, which is, I mean, good. I'm not hungry anymore. I just don't feel like doing much of anything. And I work nights. I'm working right now, so I don't feel great. I don't feel terrible. Just, I wonder if I should have just done how I would have felt if I just did one. But whatever, we'll see. So, just kidding. Yeah, not great. What's up, folks? It is 9:26, and I'm feeling a little bit better. I won't do that again. I have a little bit of a headache, but I think that's unrelated. I think that's a electrolyte issue, and I just drank some electrolytes, so hopefully that goes away. But yeah, whew. I did not feel good after that bacon grease. That being said, it's 9:30 almost, and I'm not hungry, so that's good. The nausea is almost gone. So if I do this fat fast again, I will do a I will space out the fat, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know how. I got to do some more research and see how often you can do this kind of fasting. I've mentioned in other videos, I've done fasting before, and really haven't had a problem. So this fat fasting seems like it's easier. I mean, I know I had terrible consequences from my afternoon meal, but yeah, I'll look and I'll do some investigating. But anyway, yeah. So it's with the exception of the nausea, it's going well, and I think tomorrow is going to be interesting to see how the scale reacted after one day. But no, I'm almost completely recovered, and I'm not hungry. I feel good. Yeah, so we'll see. Tomorrow I'll give you an update, see what the scale says, and we'll take it from there. Thanks. Morning, folks. So I woke up like over an hour ago, and my head was pounding. And it was definitely a electrolyte salt issue. I was dehydrated. So anyway, I went downstairs and I dipped my finger in some Baja Gold salt, which not a sponsor, but if they want to be, that's fine. Yeah, so I took a couple dabs salt, like several, probably the equivalent of like a teaspoon, and within about 10 minutes, I started to feel better and went back to sleep. And I woke up and my headache is almost completely gone. So feeling good. I'm actually not even hungry. I'm going to get up here in a few minutes and
weigh myself, and we'll see where we're at. I feel good. I'm not hungry. The headache sucked, but it's my own fault. Um, Not enough electrolytes. So make a note going forward. All right. I will report back shortly after the weigh-in.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. I thought I was going to vomit. I really thought I was going to do the pray to the porcelain god, or do the multicolor yawn. Yeah, it was brutal. I felt absolutely terrible. And the whole rest of the evening, it was just not cool. But I woke up the next morning. I felt fine. Later that evening, like late into the night, I felt okay. And then in the morning, I felt fine. And then this happened. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how we did. Holy guacamole. What? Oh my God. Wow. Okay, that's insane. I did not expect that. Whew. That makes. Okay, this might be worth the. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. What was it? 5.7 pounds? Now, anytime you fast, um, the the longer that you fast, you're gonna drop a ton of weight, and that some of that weight will come back. So I lost 5.7 pounds that day, and the next day I went up like I think 0.8 or 9 pounds, and then I kind of stayed almost there until Monday. I worked out, took some creatine, and I went up a pound. And then this morning I was up 0.1. So that brings me to my total now, my current weight after 7 weeks doing this. I am down to 261.5, which is 23.1 pounds. So 7 weeks, 23.1 pounds, which is great. I was hoping to be at 25, would have been awesome, but hey, I can't be greedy. I averaged it out for the total number of days I've been doing this. It's like almost like a half a pound a day, right? So I'm totally happy with that. And yes, we are going to do another fat fast tomorrow. So I record these on Tuesday because I started on Tuesday. So tomorrow being Wednesday, we're going to do another fat fast. This time I'm going to be a little bit more careful about my bacon grease intake, which might not even happen. I might try one more time with just one serving or tablespoon, whatever it was, not 3, and no more mixing with the butter. Also, after the fast the next day, I felt fine, but my stomach was not a happy camper with the reintroduction of food. That's all I'm going to say about that, but that was a little bit rough. But everything else was fine. I felt great. I kept my electrolytes up. That's one other thing I wanted to talk about. I have started upping my salt intake and my electrolyte. I use, it's behind the camera, but I have a Tupperware thing with potassium, magnesium. Actually, some of this potassium chloride, magnesium glycinate, and then just a good quality salt. So I mix that, and that's my total electrolyte thing. But I also supplement it now with like a half a teaspoon of like a good sea salt or Celtic salt with just some water in the morning and at night before I go to bed. And it's been great. My headaches are gone. That's another thing I've been wanting to mention this. I used to get a lot of bad headaches, even outside of Carnivore. Since I've been doing this, I haven't had any real headaches. And if I do, salt annihilates them, which I know is crazy. If you've been told all your life, avoid salt. But it is, I'm taking salt now. I drink like a little bit in the evening before I go to bed. I drink some in the morning. And I'm like, the headaches are gone. Like, none. I haven't taken an Advil and Aleve. I hardly ever took Tylenol. Like, no ibuprofen, no nothing in months. So, it's fantastic. Really, 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 really happy with things are going. Plus, I feel like my like inflammation is down. I used to have like an ache in my thumb. I don't know, about arthritis or inflammation or whatever, but that's gone. So yeah, things are going really well, man. 7 weeks in, and we are doing great. So yeah, so Fat Fest for tomorrow, and then next week, starting the following Tuesday, it's going to be BBBE, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I said I was going to do just steak and eggs, but I'm going to put butter on there. So minus the bacon, I guess. So BBE, beef, bacon, no, beef, butter, and eggs. Yeah, beef, butter, and eggs. We'll do that for a solid week and see how we come out. So yeah, I am ecstatic. 23 pounds down, 23.1, 261.5. I still got a long way to go, but we are rocking and rolling. So with that, I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully a few pounds lighter. And you'll see. So Captain Dave out. Oh, I almost forgot. Do the subscribe. And YouTube thinks you'll like that video, so check that thing out, because should be also be me, I hope. If it's not, well, whatever, you can click on it, but yeah, do the subscribe thing. And like, please.